Hi, I'm Pranay. I work for Titan and I look after client engagement and business development. Honestly, the growth has been the thing I'm proud of. I came in with a fairly defined scope, but I just kept raising my hand for more, and the team trusted me with it. I have gone from learning the product to owning the full conversation with the technical buyers, and that happened way faster than I expected. Titan isn't just a kind of place where you sit around and waiting to be handed responsibility. You show up, you deliver, and things get moving. What keeps me going is honestly pretty simple. I know what I'm selling matters to the people I'm talking to, and that's not something I take granted for. Engineers are sharp, they'll see through anything that feels like a real pitch. So when a conversation just clicks and someone goes like, "Yeah, this is something we have been missing," that feeling really doesn't wear off. I am not here. It feels like I'm not here just to hit a number. The problem is real, and the solution that works. I usually debate a lot of questions. Engineers doesn't want to sit through a demo before they know and had a chance to tell what's been broken. So I usually just ask, how are you running your current test cycles? Where do the things actually fall apart? What does a tough week actually looks like? And by the time we are showing Titan, most of the people already start to connect the dot, and that's when it gets interesting. What I hear a lot, I mean a lot, is some version of, we have patched this together and it sort of works, but everyone's doing it differently and nothing lives at one place. Test data stuck in spreadsheets, updates going back and forth over the emails, not a single version of truth. They know it's a problem, but I think they just haven't had the time or honestly the right solution to do it, everything about it. The only thing I always say is the cost isn't obvious until you actually sit down and add it up. It's the engineer spending 2 hours chasing down a result that should have been 2 minutes, or it's a report someone has to build up by hand every single review cycle, or it's the decision that gets made on incomplete information because no one had the full picture at the same time. Spreadsheets feel free, but the time you lose and the risk you carry, that's the real price. There was one team that had just been running everything on shared drives, email threads for years. That just how used to work for them. A few months after going live with Titan, someone reached out completely unprompted to say the review cycle had gotten noticeably faster and the manager actually flagged it. That message hit different because they didn't have to send it, they just wanted to, and that's really what it is all about. Curiosity for sure. That's the big one. Actually, your buyers are technical, and if you're reading from a script, they'll check out. The people who actually do good here ask genuine questions, they listen more than they talk, and they are comfortable saying, "I don't know, let me get back to you." You have to be okay with things not being fully figured out. Titan is still growing, the playbook isn't written for every situation, but if that feels like an opportunity, then a problem you really fit in. I think a lot of this market is still running on the workflows that made sense 10 years ago, and they didn't had a strong reason to change it. But honestly, that started to shift. In next few years, I feel Titan becoming a default way serious engineering teams run test operations on. Not just a tool some teams happen to have, but the thing people expect to have. What I find exciting is that we are laying the groundwork right now. The conversation I'm having right now are part of building that.